If you're preparing for your student visa interview, let me ask you one simple question. Can you confidently prove that you can afford your education abroad? Because for thousands of students every year, the number one reason for delays, 221G refusals, and straight-up denials is weak financial documentation. Today, I am going to walk you through every financial document you must have ready to get your student visa approved smoothly. No confusing terms, no guesswork, just a clear guide that helps you look fully prepared, confident, and credible in front of the visa officer. Before you even attend your visa interview, you need to understand why financial proof is so important. For student visas, officers mainly evaluate two things: whether you are a genuine student and whether you have strong financial support to cover tuition and living expenses for the entire duration of your program. If your financial documents are incomplete, inconsistent, or don't match what you stated on your forms or your university documents, your chances drop immediately. But when your financial paperwork is strong, clear, and organized, it becomes one of the biggest green flags for approval. Let's start with the most essential piece, the bank statements. These are usually the first thing the officer will look at to confirm the availability of funds. Your bank statements should cover at least the last 6 months, showing consistent financial activity, not sudden, unexplained deposits right before the interview. Visa officers are trained to spot suspicious or fabricated funds instantly. That means the balance in your bank account should look natural, stable, and sufficient to cover at least your first-year tuition and living costs. If your program is 2 years, having additional funds is even better. Make sure the statements are stamped and signed by the bank, with clear account numbers and the account holder's name matching your sponsorship documents. Next is your proof of income. This applies to whoever is sponsoring your study's parents, guardians, relatives, or even yourself if you're self-funded. Proof of income can include salary slips for the last 6 to 12 months, employment letters stating income and position, business registration papers, tax returns, or any evidence that shows your sponsor has a steady and reliable source of income. The officer must be convinced that the funds in the bank are not only present, but also sustainable. Remember, education abroad is not a one-time expense, it's a long-term financial commitment. Strong proof of income shows you can handle it without difficulty. Now let's talk about tax returns. These documents reinforce the financial credibility of your sponsor. Tax returns, usually for the last 2 to 3 years, help the visa officer see the financial stability of your sponsor over time. If your sponsor is a salaried employee, income tax returns or Form 16 can be used. If your sponsor is a business owner, their business tax filings are necessary. Consistency between tax returns, bank statements, and income documents is crucial. Any mismatch, underreporting, or unexplained variations may raise doubt, so review everything carefully before your appointment. If you or your sponsor owned property, land, rental assets, or other real estate, carrying property valuation reports is a big plus. Although real estate cannot be used as liquid funds to pay tuition immediately, it strengthens your overall financial profile by showing long-term assets and financial stability. This is especially helpful when your bank statements alone do not reflect extremely high balances. The officer wants to see that your family or sponsor has strong financial roots, and property documents professionally valued and well-organized help build that confidence. Another important component is fixed deposits, mutual funds, bonds, and other long-term savings. These are considered semi-liquid financial assets, meaning they can be converted into cash if needed. Visa officers accept these as part of your financial strength as long as you provide proper certificates, maturity details, ownership proof, and total value. Make sure everything is clearly documented, not handwritten or unofficial. If you're using fixed deposits, bring the FD certificates along with a bank letter confirming their authenticity. Many students rely on education loans, and that is absolutely acceptable as long as the loan approval letter is official, signed, and includes all the key details such as sanctioned amount, interest rate, repayment terms, and conditions. A simple loan application is not enough, it must be officially sanctioned. Your loan letter alone can sometimes be enough to show that your financial requirements are fully covered, especially if your loan includes tuition, living costs, and travel expenses. Still, it's always helpful to bring supporting financial documents as backup. Affidavits of support are also necessary when someone other than you is funding your education. This affidavit is a legal declaration confirming that your sponsor accepts full financial responsibility for your studies. Make sure it includes their name, relationship to you, financial capacity, and signature on stamped paper or legal format. Keep the affidavit clean, factual, and free of unnecessary promises. Visa officers prefer clarity and honesty over overly emotional or dramatic language. If you received a scholarship from your university or any organization, this is one of the strongest financial proofs you can show. Carry the official scholarship letter with the exact amount awarded, the duration of the scholarship, and what expenses it covers. Scholarships instantly improve your financial strength because they reduce the total amount you need to show. If your scholarship is merit-based, it also highlights your academic credibility, which is another positive signal for the officer. One commonly overlooked document is the estimated cost of attendance from your university. This is usually included in your I-20 or offer letter and shows the tuition fee, living expenses, health insurance, books, and miscellaneous costs. Organize this neatly and use it to demonstrate how your financial documents cover each expense category. When your financial proof matches the university's cost estimates, your file looks complete and trustworthy. Organizing your documents effectively is just as important as carrying them. Arrange everything in a logical order: bank statements, income proof, tax returns, assets, loan sanction letters, affidavits, scholarships, and your cost of attendance document. Use labeled folders or transparent sleeves so you can quickly access any document the officer requests. Confidence comes from preparation, and being able to locate a document instantly shows the officer that you are serious, responsible, and ready. Before your interview, rehearse answers related to your financial plan. For example, how will you pay for your studies? Who is your sponsor? What is their occupation? What is their annual income? Do your financial documents cover all expenses? Your verbal answers must match your paperwork perfectly. Even a small inconsistency can create doubt. Speak clearly, confidently, and truthfully. Foreign embassies do not approve visas based on money alone. They approve students based on clarity, consistency, and credibility. When your financial documents are strong, organized, and easy to understand, you remove the biggest barrier to your visa approval. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure to stay connected for more guidance on visas, documentation, and study abroad preparation. Your success is completely achievable with the right planning and information, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.